Chapter 1. How plants reproduce. Plants reproduce just as animals and humans do. Plants reproduce in different ways, from seeds, from stems, from leaves, and from roots. Reproduction from seeds. Seeds are tiny structures inside the fruits of plants. Each seed has a baby plant inside it. Some plants that reproduce from seeds are beans, mangoes, wheat, and sunflowers. Structure of a seed. The outer covering of a seed is called seed coat. The seed coat is tough and protects the seed from damage, insects, and drying out. Look at a chickpea seed. It is dry and hard. When you soak it in water overnight, it turns soft and swells up. Water makes the outer covering or the seed coat soft. There are 2 seed leaves inside the seed.
These seed leaves are called cotyledons. The cotyledons store food.
They provide energy and nutrients to the baby plant until it can make its own food.
Some seeds, such as beans and peas, have 2 cotyledons,
while others, such as wheat and maize, have 1. Inside the seed lies the baby plant, called embryo. It grows into a new plant with roots, stems, and leaves. Germination of seeds. A seed requires water, air, and warmth to grow into a baby plant. The process of a seed growing into a baby plant is called germination or sprouting. When the seed absorbs water, it swells up and the seed coat bursts open.
The food stored in the cotyledons provides energy too.
The seed needs air to breathe. Warmth helps the seed, activates the cells of the seed to speed up its growth. If the baby plant continues to get the right amount of water, air, and sunlight, it grows into a plant. Dispersal of seeds. A plant produces many seeds. These seeds need space to grow. If many seeds try to grow close to each other, they will not get enough water, air, warmth, and food. Since plants cannot move, they depend on agents in nature to spread their seeds. The process of scattering of seeds away from the parent plant is called seed dispersal. This helps plants grow in new places and prevents overcrowding. Some agents in nature that help plants disperse their seeds are wind, water, animals, and explosion of the fruit. These are called agents of dispersal, wind dispersal. The seeds of some plants, such as dandelion, get dispersed by the wind. Dandelion seeds are very light and have soft, feathery hair, so they can be carried by the wind over long distances. The seeds of the maple plant have wings. Water dispersal. The seeds of some aquatic plants, such as coconut, are light and have a hard outer shell that helps them float on water for long distances. Lotus and water lilies too use water to disperse their seeds. Animal dispersal. Some birds and other animals help in seed dispersal by eating fruits, such as mangoes and berries, along with their seeds. These seeds are not digested and are passed out of the animals' bodies in a different place. Some of these seeds have hooks or sticky parts that get stuck to animal fur or on people's clothes and get carried to new locations. Dispersion by explosion. Some plants, such as pea and balsam, have seed pods. These seed pods burst open when they are dry. The seeds from inside the seed pods spread or disperse and spread out away from the parent plant. This is called dispersal by explosion. Other ways plants reproduce. Not all plants reproduce from seeds. Some plants reproduce through different parts, such as stems, roots, and leaves. This is called vegetative reproduction. Stems. The potato is an underground stem with buds that grow into new plants. These buds on a potato are called eyes. Some plants, such as onion and garlic, grow from bulbs. Bulbs are thick underground stems that have layers of stored food in them. Some plants, such as strawberry, reproduce through runners. Runners are long stems that spread along the ground and produce new plants.
The stems of plants, such as rose, cassava, and hibiscus, have buds on them.
New plants grow when pieces of their stems, called stem cuttings, are planted in the soil. Roots. Some plants, such as carrot and sweet potato, can grow from their roots. New shoots grow from the roots of the parent plant to become a new plant. Leaves. Some plants, such as aloe vera and bryophyllum, grow from leaves. The leaves have buds on the edges of their leaves. New plants grow from these buds. What are crops? Crops are plants that farmers grow to provide useful things to us.
Table 1. Kind of crops. Kind of crop. Examples: food crops, wheat, rice, mills, maize, pulses, cash crops, cotton, tea, coffee, jute, sugarcane.
All crops need air, sunlight, water, and good soil to grow well. Different crops grow in different conditions. Some of them grow in hot weather, and some grow in cold weather. Some crops require sticky soil, while some require dry soil. Depending on the season in which they are grown, the crops in India are divided into two types.
Rabi crops and Kharif crops. Table 2. Rabi crops and Kharif crops. Rabi, Kharif, planting months: October, December, July, August. Harvest months: April, June, September, October. Examples of crops: wheat, barley, peas, gram, mustard rice, maize, jowar, bajra, cotton, jute.
Factors for a healthy crop. The seeds should be of good quality, the soil should be fertile, and the right kind for the crops to grow. Adding manure and fertilizers makes the soil fertile and fit for growing crops. The crops should be irrigated at the proper time to ensure that they have enough water. Unwanted plants, called weeds, should be removed so that they do not compete with the crops for nutrients. Insecticides or pesticides should be sprayed on the crops so that insects do not damage them. The field should be fenced so that animals do not enter the field and eat the crops. After the crops are harvested, they should be stored in a dry place to keep them away from moisture. Words I know.
Seed, a tiny structure inside the fruit that contains a baby plant. Seed coat, the outer covering of the seed. Cotyledons, these store food for the baby plant. Embryo, the baby plant inside the seed. Germination, sprouting, the process of a seed growing into a baby plant. Seed dispersal, the process of scattering seeds away from the parent plant. Agents of dispersal, the agents in nature that help plants disperse their seeds. Vegetative reproduction, reproduction of plants through parts such as stems, roots, and leaves. Stem cutting, pieces of stem from which new plants grow. Buds, structures on the leaves of some plants from which new plants grow. Crops, plants that farmers grow. Weeds, unwanted plants.
To sum up, plants can reproduce either from seeds or from different parts such as stems, roots, and leaves. The seed of a plant consists of a seed coat, cotyledons, and the embryo. A seed requires water, air, and warmth to germinate. The process of scattering of seeds away from the parent plant is called seed dispersal. Wind, water, animals, and explosion of fruit are the agents of seed dispersal in nature. The seeds have features that make them suitable for dispersal by these agents. Some plants reproduce through various paths, such as stems, roots, and leaves. This is called vegetative reproduction. Crops are plants that farmers grow to provide useful things to us.
The crops in India are divided into Rabi and Kharif crops,
depending on the season in which they are grown. A farmer takes care of multiple factors while farming to ensure that the crops are healthy.